Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 25th. And we're just going to jump right in here, Aquarius, and we are going to see what is going on for you. I think you need to trust yourself here. Duh. I mean, are you kidding me? Trust in the Ace of Swords. Literally, that is like needing to trust yourself. You're thinking about something from the past, and I think you just need to listen to yourself here, Aquarius. Plain and simple. Oh, yes. This is very straightforward, is what I'm going to say to you. I think you need to not lie to yourself as well. There's something that you want, and I feel like you just need to kind of like go for it here. This is a really nice reading, Aquarius. You have this trust card here, and again, I felt immediately when I put this card down that I was talking about trusting yourself. It's like sometimes I think we doubt ourselves. It's like we have an idea about, life, about starting a business or about a relationship, and we immediately doubt it. We're immediately like, I've never seen this before, so it doesn't exist. It can't be possible for me. Those are the words that are popping out of my mouth right now. And that's what I feel like is going on here, is there's nothing to compare it to, whatever you're thinking. To me, this is Neptune and Pisces. It's like with Neptune and Pisces, if there was ever a time where you could have some sort of crazy idea for a business or for a relationship or for making a relationship work or whatever the case may be, it's going to come more from your inner truth. The deception with Neptune and Pisces is that you can't make it happen, or again, there's nothing to compare it to. I think that, we're kind of too used to being able to say, this thing external, this person has done something that I want to do before, so we use that as an example. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but I just think there are no examples for what the changes in your life or the things that you're thinking about, right? It's almost like I'm getting, like, there are no guardrails in your life. I feel like last week I said something about an electric fence to you. This week I'm getting something about guardrails or something like that. You have the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant. Queen of Wands, again, she kind of has no salamanders on her cloak. The King of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, they all have salamanders on their card. And the salamanders represent protection from fire. So she has no protection from fire, more or less. And she kind of just has to go for something. She just has to take a risk. The Ace of Swords is your inner truth. So I feel that this is talking about, I do feel like it's talking about the truth being exposed in your life. I feel like you're exposing your own truth, and this could be you exposing your truth to other people. Could be a little bit scary, but at the same time, it's the truth. And it's going to lead to a victory as well. Not only that, more balance in your life. These are normally golden, these yods that are right here on the card, and they are in perfect balance on the Ace of Swords, and it represents the truth bringing balance into your life. Kind of like, we have that saying, the truth will set you free, and I truly feel that for you here, where it's like, if things are off balance in your life, it's like there's some part of your truth that maybe you are not living at this time, and it could be anything, right? You have the Hierophant. Again, the Hierophant represents Taurus, but I always think of the Hierophant representing Neptune and Pisces energy as well, which is exactly what I was talking about, because Neptune and Pisces is a challenge to tradition, and the Hierophant represents tradition, the way things have always been done. The way you have always done things in your life. He also represents needing to think outside the box sometimes, and I definitely feel in your reading that outside the box thinking in a situation could either set you free or will be the thing, will kind of be the answer to your challenge. Again, I think maybe right now, if you're having a challenge thinking about something that you clearly want, I mean, I feel you see something as a gift. The Six of Cups can represent something from the past. I do feel like there could be a past connection here. It's like, but it could be like past life. If you have a past life and you have some sort of skill, it's like usually we bring those skills from life to life to life. And it's like if you have a skill and you're not using it, there might be I kind of get that type of connection, if that makes sense. I don't really necessarily think it's talking about love. If it is love, for the most part, I feel like it could be a new person here. You do have the Six of Cups twice, which is pretty interesting. Could be a new person. Could be, take it how it resonates, whatever. And what I would say here is that I feel like there's a past life connection here with the Six of Cups. But mostly, I really feel this is saying you see something as a gift. The Six of Cups is a gift from the universe. The gift we usually receive with the Six of Cups is a turnaround. Kind of obstacles being removed from our life or the ability to move forward on our path. And in this row, you have the Page of Cups, the Fool and the Emperor. The Page of Cups could be love. Could be an admirer, someone you're interested in. You have a lot of fire here. You have water. Could be a water sign or a fire sign. Could be any sign. Doesn't matter. And I feel that this could be love, but it could also just be your imagination. He is imagining that fish that's in that cup. That fish in that cup is something that he wants to receive. It's something that he wants to create or something that he wants to have. Again, I feel like this is like some sort of gift that you see that you want. You have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a risk. Everything in this middle row here is about taking a risk. Queen of Wands, like I said, she has no salamanders on her cloak. The salamanders represent protection from fire. So she's not protected, but she's bold. She's assertive. She does what she wants to do anyway, and she doesn't really worry about what people think. The Five of Swords is also a card of taking a risk. So I feel like taking a risk would be a good idea at this time. You have the Emperor here. I do feel kind of like blocked with the Emperor. It could be a person if you're dealing with an Aries, but I also, it could just be a controlling person in general. I also feel like this is talking about having a plan, but I feel like thinking too much, like about needing a plan. It's like, number one, one thing I like to remind people is like having a plan is great, but it's like, do our plans ever work out exactly how we want them to? No, probably not. So what I would say here is it's like, it's okay to have a plan, but also be flexible with the Hierophant, think outside the box. And I feel like this is saying, I kind of get this like future fear type of feeling. That's the best way I can describe it. Again, I read intuitively. That's not what the Emperor means, but just taking everything in here in your reading, I feel this like future fear about like what will happen in the future. But I feel like if you're thinking too much in the future, it's like you're stopping something good from entering into your life. I feel like you need to go with the flow and not really worry about having a plan. You have this ears wide open card, so I do feel like you need to listen to yourself. Again, it's like your soul wants something here, which, especially with that Ace of Swords, like I said, it's your inner truth. And it's like once you let it out, once you live your inner truth, it's like everything comes into balance. Everything is coming together because you're living your truth. You have the Six of Cups again, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing. Again, we do have a Mercury retrograde coming up, so I would be careful of anyone coming back from the past, especially if they were a liar, cheater, stealer. For others, he is just doing things differently, and your whole entire bottom row is about doing things differently, thinking outside the box. He's stealing these swords from an army that's at the back of the card here, and he's basically going to war in a different way. Instead of clashing head on, he's stealing swords, so they can't be used against him. So the Seven of Swords is a card of tactics. Five of Swords to me is my card of taking a risk. So I do feel like there is some sort of risk that you will be taking at this time. But I don't know, pretty simple. Looks good to me. Six of Cups, again, a gift from the universe. I feel like this is a gift that you're hoping for, or a gift that or something that you just like cherish in your life. Could be having a successful relationship. Like I said, could be a business, could be some sort of dream that you have. Take it how it resonates. You're all different. I'm reading for like 1 billion of you. So, it's going to be different for all of you, but I think you need to kind of like look at these things that matter to you. It's like, hold on. Sorry. This whole entire deck flipped around on me. But anyway, it's like you cherish these things, and I feel like you need to follow your heart on the things that, matter to you, the things that you value, all that other good stuff. Let's see. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Magician grounding something in reality. He's using his words, his everything to, he's pointing to the earth. He is manifesting what he wants. So, I definitely feel like you're manifesting things very quickly here, Aquarius, and I do feel that'll be good for you, especially with the Ace of Swords. And again, it's like once things balance out, things are going to be good. The other thing that I will say, this is the Knight of Cups. I'm just going to put it down real quick, is he has this snake wrapped around his waist here, and that snake represents reinventing yourself. So it's like by you living your truth, you're going to be reinventing yourself. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups. Again, clearly, there could be love coming in. This could be about love. Could be a knight in shining armor or someone that you value, that comes into your life. So I do feel like there could be a very good connection coming in for you with this Knight of Cups. If you don't want love, again, this is clearly your dream life. He is normally looking into that cup. He is dreaming of everything he desires to have in the future. So really nice. With the Hierophant, you have the Nine of Wands. You have a lot of don't give up energy. I feel like this is like energy that's saying don't give up on something that could be very valuable to you. The Nine of Wands is like a card of boundaries and drawing boundaries, and it's also a card of kind of trying again. It's a card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. To me, it's a card of experimentation, but I feel like you need to kind of like go outside the boundaries of what you have experienced so far. And, especially with the whole inside the box thinking, I think you're breaking out from, not a prison, but you're breaking out of the box. With the Page of Cups, you have it was the Death card. So I feel like some sort of change will be coming into your life, like a transformation. Could be a Scorpio coming in for you as well. With the Fool, you have the Hermit. The Hermit is about climbing a mountain. The Hermit is all about gaining a lot of wisdom as well. He is at the top of a mountain here, Aquarius, and he has learned everything that he needs to learn about pretty much everything in his life. So I feel there's a lot of success coming in for you with the Hermit, but I feel like you need to like put the work in. I also feel like something, again, I'll show you. He has his star. He has his star in the lantern here, and that star like is his inner light, but it's in the lantern. He needs to let it out. So it's like clearly a truth needs to come out here. With the Emperor, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about trying things. Everybody's been getting this week. I feel like it'd be a really good idea for you to try new things in general with the Six of Pentacles, and maybe you don't even see the benefits of like what could happen if you tried new things, but I would try it. With the Six of Cups, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a massive celebration, and so I feel like there's a big celebration coming in for you. Again, I don't really do X-back readings, but again, this could be an X coming back. Take it how it resonates. I don't like to encourage people to go back to X's. I don't think we should wait for X's or any of that stuff. So let me get that out there right now. I do not encourage people to go back to the past. So no need to leave a comment about your stupid ex, right? But if you have an ex who isn't stupid, who, maybe things just ended because they moved away or something like that, where it wasn't toxic, that I feel like is fine. As long as there was no toxic energy. Could be a reunion that is going on here. But, like I said, if you're going to leave me a comment, tell me that your ex has an egghead and all this other stuff, don't. Yes, I totally support your decision not to go back to the egghead. Plain and simple. With the Five of Swords, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card of expansion, and it's also a card of, like, what are you waiting for? So I feel like you need to take a risk here, Aquarius, to probably do something that is, again, living your own truth here. I would say, like, if there are things that you're fearing will lead to exposure, then I would do those things. It's like, I think there are some truths that, like, all of us are afraid to maybe reveal, but it's like, those are exactly the things that make us authentic, and it's like, by doing that, we actually attract more people, not less, right? So I kind of feel that's what this whole truth thing is. With the Seven of Swords, you have the King of Cups. Again, could definitely be a water sign that you're dealing with. For others, this could have to do with your emotions. Everybody's been getting the King of Cups, and I feel like our emotions are very important at this time. Let's see. I just want to pull an outcome row. Like, where is this going? As always, Ace of Swords. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, literally, just the universe saying I meant what I said. Truth is coming out. It's going to lead to a victory. Middle row, Judgment, truth coming out, something being exposed. This is like answering a call, but, this could be something like, being exposed in a lot of ways. The Judgment card, you revealing something. They're stepping into a new life. The coffin represents their old life. It's crazy to me. I've said to other signs, I've never had a year where the readings, the collective energy is so similar to 2022. And it's like all the past years, I've never had a year like this in readings where, again, from sign to sign to sign, there are a lot of similarities. And I really feel that's a sign of the times. I feel like we're kind of being pushed through a funnel right now. And it's like the energy is funneling to a point, and maybe that's why things are so similar. That's how I see it in my head. And I think it's going to go this way soon, where it's like we're popping through the funnel, being birthed on the other side. But, the Judgment is a rebirth. And here you go. Queen of Cups. If you're looking for love, definitely could be divine counterparts right here. And I would say, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. Could just be two people who are attracted to each other. Again, Judgment could be a person from the past. But again, take how it resonates. Could also just be a past life connection that's coming in for you. If this is not love, what I would say is this is definitely something that has to do with your truth. And I feel like there's a past life connection here, because it's like it could be a skill that you had in a past life and you're like waking up to it now. It's coming out. Very interesting reading. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.